Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to start off by saying that any and all thoughts and opinions are just that, thoughts and opinions. In no way am I sharing professional advice when it comes to physical and mental health. These videos are simply for fun and to provide my thoughts on the topic. Do not send any hate to anyone I talk about, and please be kind in the comments. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're going to get back to some more foodie beauty content. Quick little update, I'm feeling much better. I'm not completely at 100%, but I'm doing so much better. My voice is better. I'm not dealing with a runny nose and a blocked nose or just feeling ill all day. I'm feeling so much better, honestly. I'm like, I could climb a mountain right now, but there's just so much content going on with Amber and Foodie Beauty. It's just so hard to catch up. I've got 2 videos from Alexis, the response video from Beck. We've got 50 different videos from Foodie Beauty to catch up on too. So let's just get into the video and get as quickly as possible through all of them. Right?
Alright, so for my first meal, I'm having KFC, spicy fried chicken, 3 pieces, coleslaw, jalapeno fries with all the jalapenos, and diet soda, and a wet nap, which I won't eat. So, are they edible? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, this is my first meal. I'm gonna watch Forensic Files and eat this. Hello guys, hello. It is maybe like 1 in the morning. I have Hardee's. And it's not a big meal. It's very small. But yeah, what can I do? So I got the original burger, whatever you want to call it.
Alright, so I'm going to assume that she's not, you know, sleeping and then waking up 1 in the morning. I'm assuming she's just staying up through the night, which, on top of having a terrible sleep schedule and unhealthy eating, God, you must feel absolutely horrendous throughout the day.
Cheese, ketchup, lettuce, tomato, pickles.
I know this video is an off-track day, but honestly, this is just really the same thing she eats every single day, though, because, like, you're going from jalapeno cheese fries, 3 pieces of chicken, to a burger and chips with 2 diet sodas. Like, you're not drinking any water, you're not eating any healthy, but at the same time, like, this is what you eat on a daily basis, so can you really even say it's off-track?
All that stuff. And a small fry. Why small? And a Diet Pepsi. Some tomato ketchup. I know, you guys hate that I put my ketchup on this way. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, it makes the chips soggy, but at the same time, like, by the time you probably get home anyway, they're probably going to be soggy and terrible tasting. So there's a difference between having them at the store and, like, really sitting at a bench and eating them while you get home, because by the time you get home, they're probably just disgusting tasting anyway.
Anyways. Another fast food mukbang.
She has these moments of self-reflection where she says, like, another fast food mukbang, but at the same time, she also seems really depressed, so I don't know what's going on. She seems very down in the dumps, like, she has very little emotion, so I don't know if she's having, like, an argument with her partner, or if she's gotten some bad news, or if she's probably just gone through something, because it's kind of weird the way she's acting right now. Like, usually she's a lot more happy and upbeat, but she's not really like that today, so I wonder if there's something different going on. And it's not to empathize with her, because at the end of the day, the criticism is justified. Like, you deserve the criticism towards your actions, but at the end of the day, it's just like, don't watch it. Like, there's nothing you're going to gain from watching it other than hearing negative things about you. So just continue on with your day, live your life with your husband, or your husband, and just continue on. You don't need to watch the videos. You watch it because you need to know what other people think about you. Once you get to the point in your life where you don't care about what other people think, and you realize that their issues with you are their problem and not yours, you will basically just be unstoppable because you just don't care about what other people think.
So I can be criticized from large overly sized reaction channels. Bismillah, beauty bite.
Foodie has a very high tendency to be very hypocritical when it comes to these types of situations because she likes to criticize other people for the way they look, but at the same time, she often calls out people for doing it to her. But then, a lot of times, it's not always, but a lot of the times, the criticism isn't because she is overweight, it's because of the actions that leads her to be overweight. Like, you can't say that you're trying to better yourself while actively engaging in off-track behavior that causes you to gain weight. And not, like I said, not all people are like this, but the mass majority of people would rather focus on your actions and the actions that make you who you are over what you are. People don't really care that you're overweight. People don't really care that you're black or you're white or you're some shade of brown. People don't care about the fact that you're a woman or a man or, you're gay or you're straight, or they don't care about your religion or anything like that. People primarily focus on, especially when it comes to a lot of the reaction channels, focus on who you are and the actions that make you who you are over, what makes you what you are. And that's what it always really should come down to, like focusing on people's actions over, inherent traits or, immutable traits that make someone what they are. Like, that's always really what it's going to come down to and what people really should focus on. And I know that I'm preaching to the choir because you guys share pretty much the same opinion as me, is like criticize someone for who they are than what they are. And Amber and Foodie Beauty don't really understand that opinion. They only really see, oh, you're fat and you're criticizing me for being fat. Well, you're a hypocrite, which doesn't do anything because it really just shows you how black and white their mentality is, and really just shows you they lack the nuance to be able to understand the opinions that people actually have.
Who are my size or slightly smaller. Listen, it's not about your size only. I only mention that because clearly they're also eating food like this. So there's a lot of hypocrisy online. People commenting on what big people eat when they're big as well, That's my point. People living in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. It's true. Now, if you have someone who's like super into fitness and stuff, criticizing a large person and what they eat all the time, sure, they're always annoying and sanctimonious. What else do you expect? But somebody who's obese, doesn't even show themselves on camera, hasn't done a single weigh-in, and since because of their size, they're clearly eating mucho calories just like me. Hey, should we really be attacking each other?
Yes and no. There are some people who are going to hold you to a standard which they themselves don't hold, and there are some people who are going to morally grandstand because they are healthy and they do eat healthy and they do work out. It really comes down to not paying those people mind because at the end of the day, they're really just sad, desperate, pathetic losers who got nothing better to do than just attack random people on the internet. Like, don't pay those people mind and actually take the constructive criticism and work with it. Better yourself to actually be a better person. And I understand sometimes it is discouraging because I've gone to those type of things before where I've gone from 312 pounds down to 200 pounds, and I've had people go, well, you're still fat. And it's like, okay, I'm trying, I can't get rid of 20 years of obesity in a couple of months. You got to give me some time. I need to actually better myself and actually work on myself. And you get those people who essentially just do it for the sake of just being a jackass, and it's like, just really don't pay those people mind, because at the end of the day their opinions don't really matter to you. It's only you and potentially the circle of friends and family that hold dear that you should really be taking into account. Like, focus on them and yourself and better yourself at your own pace.
Come on now.
Also, I kind of just want to point out the dichotomy of you complaining about people talking about you being overweight and you eating unhealthy while actively sticking a burger in your mouth. Like, you can do things in which make you like healthier and actually lose weight if you're willing to put in the effort. But you're over here eating fast food while complaining about people complaining about you being overweight. Like, do you not see the hypocrisy in your own statement while actively shoving a burger in your mouth. Like, a little bit of self-reflection could go a long way, but you're not even willing to do the bare minimum of even just eating a couple healthy meals, for Christ's sakes. That's all it really comes down to. Like, lower the amount of food you eat, or just eat healthier food. That way you can eat more while actively losing weight.
I just don't understand how somebody can be so obsessed with my weigh-ins and make content about it forever when they don't even step on the scale publicly.
That's the thing about social media. If you're willing to put something out on the internet, people are willing to criticize you for it. They're not willing to do it, then really that's fine because that's their choice to do so. If you don't want to be criticized, take it off the internet and stop posting it. It is just that simple.
One eye has less makeup than the other.
And what's the point of criticizing whether or not someone chooses to wear makeup? Like, makeup doesn't change your appearance permanently. It's something to, you know, make you somewhat more attractive or more appealing to like the opposite sex. That's the entire point of makeup. But like, it doesn't really change your face permanently. So I it, it's more of a confidence thing more than really anything else. So I don't really understand why you would criticize someone for choosing not to wear it. It's kind of a weird point. Like, what? Why even point that out?
At least I can say that no matter what size I am, no matter what, I show myself. And I eat whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, and then you follow it up with you complaining about people judging you for it.
Will I ever forever be able to quit fast food? I have no idea. At this point, I'm so sick of diets and the cycles. I'm sick of it all.
The best piece of advice I can offer people who have just really a hard time trying to lose weight is do not go cold turkey because for me, myself, I'm a very all or nothing type of person. And on top of that, I have an ED and a food addiction. So it was like, it was pretty bad. Like, I'm not going to go, oh, you know, food addiction is anywhere bad as a, you know, other type of substance addictions, but it is a very hard thing to manage. And for me, I had to go cold turkey because otherwise I would just slip back into the rut of doing the same thing over and over again. And before I know it, I would just be eating a lot of unhealthy food again. So, like, the best piece of really advice I could offer is to lower the amount of things you eat that causes you to really gain weight. So instead of, like, say you have 10 bad meals a week, what you could do is take 10 and go down to 8. And then when you feel comfortable, go down to 7. Then go down to 6. And it's just slowly incorporating better foods into your, you know, into your week to be able to, slowly lower your, your calorie limit. And the good thing about eating healthier food is that just because you're eating healthier doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat smaller portions. Because if you eat healthier, you can actually have a little bit more to fill out your day and a little bit more protein and stuff like that. And so it's like you can have better things and you can have more of the better and healthier options so that way you stay fuller for longer. And a lot of people also get stuck in the rut of eating the same like healthy things over and over again. And it's like, although you have to eat salad, there is many different salads. There are many different ways to dress salads. There are many different ways to incorporate different things into salads. There is many different ways of eating and cooking like chicken and fish and all different types of healthier things. There's a way to use fruits and vegetables. Like, learn to be able to be creative and to be able to actually, create different foods that you will enjoy and not the same things over and over again. Because once you start to get to that point where you're stuck eating the same things, it's gonna get easy to get bored. It's gonna get very quickly you're gonna get bored and you just wanna go back to the unhealthy stuff. And it is very addicting. So, once you get to the point where you're miserable, you're gonna easily slip back into the old routine. So, it really comes down to learning to incorporate healthier choices and to be able to increase the amount of healthy choices to be able to actually, last on the diet because it is supposed to be, a permanent change in your life. So it really comes down to, becoming a better chef and learning to actually, pair ingredients and to be able to make healthier choices for yourself. So it is a full on job. It's not something that can really be taken lightly.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, here's the bonus noodles.
She went through a 3-piece KFC meal, a burger and chips, and now she's eating noodles on top of that. Like, and the worst part is she's like, "Oh, it's like a bonus. Like, it was just then something like a side you can add on." Like, no, that's a whole ass meal. That's not a bonus. You're eating 2 meals in one straight away simply because you're still hungry. Like, you could eat something that's a lot more filling, and you'd be a lot happier than a burger and chips. And I'm assuming, by the looks of it, 2 packets of noodles. Like, my God. Bonus noodles, my ass.
They're very good. Yes, they're just like Indomie fried noodle. It's called fried noodles. So I add the sauce packets from those.
Alright, I know that I criticized her for the Indomie, but honestly, it is one of the best meals. Like, it's one of the instant pack noodles too, so you just throw it in, like, some hot water in it, and you just call it a day, and it just always hits the spot. I don't care what anyone says, like, hands down, it is the best noodles. Plus, on top of that, it's really just easy to make, so, like, the sodium content and everything like that is really bad, but God, it is so good.
And then I add some tomato paste, a bit of chicken bouillon, a bit of soy sauce, a bit of cream, and water. So good. Yum. These are addictive.
Preach.
So I'm trying not to. I really have to try not to take a break from these. So hopefully this will be my last ramen for a while. Whenever I say these things, I have the intention of actually doing it. And I don't follow through because I just fail at it. It's hard.
I mean, if the temptation is in the room with you, of course you're going to fail. Like, stop buying the stuff at the store. And, like, another good piece of advice is if you're hungry when you're going shopping, you're more likely to buy things that you not necessarily wouldn't buy or shouldn't buy. So, like, have something before you actually go to, like, the store and get food, because otherwise you're just going to get the stuff that you want to, you know, addictive eat. So, if you're full and you're actually at the store, you're less likely to buy the stuff that you wouldn't buy. So, eat before you go shopping.
Like, it's crunch time, right? So for travel, so I really have to try tomorrow to do some exercise, probably just in the house, like walking in place or something.
I mean, if you're going to walk in place, you might as well just go outside. Like, go to a park or something like that with your husband. Like, actually do something, even a 10 to 15 minute walk. Like, actually just go out, get some fresh air, do something nice with your partner, and actually just do something overall that would create a good fond memory. Like, just enjoy each other's company for a minute instead of, like, why stay inside and jog on the spot. Like, literally just go for a walk.
Jane Fonda's a lot harder than I remember. I used to do that all the time, but that was many years ago.
Again, you don't need Jane Fonda or anything like that. Literally, you can just go for a walk. Like, some of the best exercise is just going for a walk. You can do far more walking than you can really do the workout. And sometimes, like, again, it's much more fun to actually go with a walk with someone and actually just have a conversation, just be able to enjoy someone else's company. And, like, you have Salah, and, like, I'm assuming the two of you are probably not going to have the best conversation because, again, he is just a rent husband. But honestly, like, at least enjoy or pretend to enjoy each other's company.
But I gotta cut back on, like, sodiums. Yep.
Absolutely zero self-reflection or just, like, awareness in general. Like, here you are eating this food, Indomie, which has a high sodium content. You covered it in bouillon cube, you covered it in tomato paste, you covered in soy sauce, you had multiple chips covered in cheese, and fried chicken with high sodium content seasonings and stuff like that. So it's like, there's just, like, massive amount of sodium in your diet already, and yet you have zero awareness of going, maybe I shouldn't be eating this if I want to lower my sodium intake. And that's where a lot of the criticism comes from, is because you say these things while actively doing the thing that goes against you saying you want to do. Like, instead of actually saying it, just do it.
And I want to make it very clear, I don't try to exploit myself by doing mukbangs or these videos. I'm just trying to be real and, like, honest about what I eat.
No, it's just easy content for you. That's all it really is. Like, you don't want to do the effort of actually going out and actually filming and editing stuff that you could be doing, but eating meals is extremely easy, so you're going to do it anyway. Might as well film it and put it online for people to watch.
I'm never gonna hide behind an avatar. Hide myself because of my weight or, you know, no.
I mean, yeah, but also at the same time, your entire brand is basically just eating on camera, so you can't really do that in the first place. Like, if you're not going to film yourself eating, then what content do you have to make? Like, you can't really remove yourself from your brand because you are the brand. It's the same thing with Amber. Amber likes to talk about she wants to disappear. She's sick and tired of people, essentially complaining and pointing out her being overweight and people, her girlfriend being a certain type of person. But it's like your entire brand is based around your life. You can't remove yourself from your brand because you are your brand. Like, it's not the same thing as like I have like a gaming channel. I don't need to be on camera. I have a reaction channel. I don't really need to be on camera. I can just have my little avatar here. It's a cute little wombat. That's my avatar. Like, I don't need to because I'm not my brand. I am a reaction channel. I'm also, a gaming channel. I don't need to show my face in order to have a brand. That's your entire, your entire thing is eating on camera, so you need to actually show yourself. I mean, if they were, you would be definitely swallowing it, but honestly, what is with all of this unhealthy stuff? Like, I'm assuming this would probably be middle of the day or something like that, because I don't think she's waking up early in the morning, but honestly, like, the first thing to eat is KFC. That cannot feel good. Like, even hell, even at the worst points of time in my life, I wouldn't be eating that first thing in the morning. But would it really kill you from time to time to actually drink some water instead of diet soda and, like, not throw a bunch of cheese and stuff like that on chips? Like, it really wouldn't kill you to have a healthy meal once in a while.
Just always be real and do what you're gonna do and own it. And if like people don't like it or they get offended, oh well. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. People are free to come and go as they please. Obviously, I don't love to see people go. It's like disappointing sometimes depending on the person, but people have their reasons. I'll never fault somebody as a viewer for needing time away. Like, just like I'm a real
again, you say these things, but then you clap back constantly at everyone who really criticizes you. So it's like you can't really say, oh well, and then throw a fit every single time someone has some sort of issue with you. You're saying one thing, but you're doing another.
Yeah, I guess I just wanted to show you kind of what I would eat when I'm beezing.
The worst part about it is the fact that it doesn't really do anything other than shows us that you really eat the same foods whether or not you are an off track. Like, it's like you're still eating pretty much the same things on a daily basis. So it just shows that you have a lot of room you can really improve on.
When I'm being kind of naughty with the food choices at night. But I'm gonna really try not to eat ramen for a while because I've had a lot lately and I just love it too much. So anyways, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching and listening to me as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. It was kind of a shit show, but I mean, at this point, what do you expect? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.